In a word or in a look, you can get rid of the Babadook. Now, I recently saw a movie called The Babadook, which is Australian monster horror, and it was directed by Jennifer Kent, also written by Jennifer Kent. It stars Izzy Davis as the mother and Noah Wiseman as his son. Why I chose this movie because people are not that much hyped for this movie because I'm supporting this movie because this movie is so gritty, so amazing, so chilling, and so satisfactory. You may see that this movie is monster flick, and there is a book which is read by mother, and some kind of supernatural horror, paranormal activity goes on in the house. I have seen that in trailer, but spoiler alert. Plot is if you see it, it's minimum. Yeah, there's monster. The house is haunted. The mother is haunted. The monster is possessing the mother, and some that kind of shit. But the problem is there's no monster. It's metaphor. The metaphor is for sorrow and the grief of mother. They showed in the flashback Emilia lost her husband. Samuel is pretty much, like a freaky child who believes in monster and all those shits. She doesn't love the son that much. I mean, you know, like usual parents do. They have shown the indication, like, she refuses him for, hug and all that. And the first act was like that, but she doesn't refuse in public. I mean to say, you hate that child too, and she says no, I don't hate, but she does, and she knows that deep within herself too. But the story revolves around that in first act, and the second act is like the devil, but actually it's not devil, it's actually metaphor of grief. The grief is taking over and over, slowly but surely. That's the point. Slowly but surely, it takes over her, and she begins to suspect that the Babadook is indeed, taking over her. But it's not the Babadook; it's the grief. And the third act was simply phenomenal. The confrontation between her grief and herself, the confrontation of motherhood, that I love my child, whatever happens, I love my child. Maybe my child is weird, but I love my child. That's what it is. And especially the last scene was simply home run for me, because you can't just throw back your grief. You have to suppress in your heart that, yeah, it's a grief, it's sorrow of mine. You have to live with that. Simple as that. That's the life for you. So I think the metaphor is absolutely brilliant in this movie, and the direction is indeed awesome. If I was in academy chair or chairman or executive or something, I would have greenlit this movie as best motion picture of the year nominations. Yeah. And performance wise, Az Davis was simply phenomenal. I have seen Rosamund Pike in Gone Girl. Rosamund Pike's performance is like this. Az Davis' performance is like this. That's the level of performance Az Davis has gave in The Babadook. I really think that Academy should really, really, really consider the nomination of Az Davis. Star of the show was Samuel, that is Noah Wiseman. I mean, I really liked his character, and I'm a bit jealous of him too because he's far more talented than me. I know it's kind of creepy, but yeah, let's put it that way. He was also a brilliant. He was also awesome. He, for a 9-year-old kid, you have to act like that. I mean, the mother confronting her grief, that scene was absolutely brilliant. I mean, you're trespassing in my house. Yeah. And another one was, if you touch my son again, I'll fucking kill you. Yeah. I mean, it seems comical if you see to me, but in the movie it's pretty gritty and awesome, and terrifying and chilling. There was one scene where I was totally floored. I mean, totally floored. That was Samuel saying to his mom, "I'm not leaving you. I know you don't love me. We meant to protect each other." And you know, you know, that's when the mother realizes that even though her child is maybe he is the weirdest child of the world, but um, he loves her mother, and that what moved me in the movie. And I really think that was the home run of the movie. I know this movie is not getting that much response from the users because number one reason is the movie does not contain a single jump scare. The movie does not contain a single violent music that goes up high and you're like, oh no, it's not like that. It gets under your skin, it gets under your heart, it gets under your body, and you start to whoa, whoa. Yeah, I still get chills around my body, and that's how it is. Acting wise, 10 out of 10. Cinematography was also awesome. Even the budget was merely 2 million or 3 million, I don't know, but cinematography was off the chain. I really think that this movie deserves more and more popularity. It is very much underrated, guys. It is very much underrated. Please watch this movie, because this movie is like the modern Shining of Stanley Kubrick. So yeah, that's pretty high standard, but yeah, it's pretty much like that. I really like Izzy Davis. I think I love her. I mean, as an actress, of course. Yeah, she's good actress. So all in all, I really liked the movie. I watched it second time so that I can find a flaw, but I can't. I didn't. No, keen observer, although, but I can't find any mistake in the movie, so I have to give it 95 out of 100 in my book. And I really think why I choose Babadook. I like to give the reviews of that movie who are less popular but deserve to be popular. I really can't understand that why people are not choosing to see this movie, instead going for paranormal activity and some kind of shit. So yeah, this movie deserve a viewing, at least one viewing, especially for acting. This movie has been acted brilliantly. I mean, the supporting cast, even the little girl acted brilliantly. So yeah, that's it from this review. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for 100 subscribers. Thumbs up for you. Yeah, I wanted to thank all of you that my channel has got 100 subscribers. I really want to thank each and every one of you. So yeah, this movie certainly deserves in the list of my top 10 movies, I think. And I think this is the best movie I have seen this year.